like a 10-second delay. But we'll fake it till we make it because that's just what we do here.
I can hear you just fine. I just can't see you.
Well, I mean, life can't always be perfect, you know. I
want to see your faces, damn it.
I know, because it really
of podcasting.
Yeah, seeing my face really helps take away from the sound of my voice. 10-second delay. So
give me your face.
We'll fake it till we make it.
I want to see your flesh.
Come on.
I can hear you just fine. I just
God
can't.
damn it! Why won't it? Now I can't get. Life can't always be perfect, you know. Why can't I get YouTube open to mute it?
I want to see your faces, damn it.
There we go. All right, muted. God damn. Oh, it's always fun here at Nooner Nation, right? If we ever start one of these off perfect, where I like remember to hit record or mute YouTube, or Charlie can see her co-hosts, you know.
Or I can hear everyone.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. I had Handsome Brad on it. He had to run and take a shit. I don't know what happened. I think we might have
Damn it, Brad.
I know. I'm thinking I might have to sell him back to the Asians I bought him from and get a new white. I've got another guy on the line. You might bring him in. He looks like a young Sean Penn, so he can bring, or not Sean Penn. Who am I thinking of? Richard Gere. Sorry, looks like a young Richard Gere. So,
does he come with his own gerbil?
I will have to ask. Maybe.
I'm only in if he comes with a gerbil.
Maybe.
So we have to provide our own. Okay. I need a couple of days. My gerbil guy's super busy, so just let me know beforehand, and I'll get it situated.
It is gerbling season, you know. Late.
Yeah, you gotta make sure
you don't want some, low grade gerbil.
Yeah. No, I only get high quality gerbils. Like they have to be, from like a really well established gerbil farm in either the south of France or Switzerland.
They got to be free range gerbils,
Yeah.
But I honestly prefer those South American guinea pigs to anything.
Yeah. Have you ever actually seen that shit? It's fucking wild.
Well, then, I see my gerbil guy more dabbles in genre of gerbil. Like you have your free range, but then sometimes you have your pseudocidal gerbils.
Is it like
if you want to get like that emo vibe going on,
an emo
gerbil? Speaking of emo, I've been on a real emo vibe lately. Even you with your eyeliner, so we got to go with the emo gerbil on this one.
I know, right? Yeah.
Jake, you been rocking guy liner lately?
I'm probably going to tomorrow. I'm gonna go to emo night again. So
nice.
Let's see how this goes.
So is that do they have emo cover bands or something there, or is it just a bunch of kids just sitting around in a bar being mopey?
Yeah, it's a bunch of millennials sitting around in a bar while a DJ plays emo music. But this week, the one I'm going to is the singer from Check Yes Juliet DJing. So, or not Check Yes Juliet, We the Kings. Oh my God, I am already so.
I got what you're saying. I love that song though. It's one of the good ones.
That's the only song I know them for. So.
I think that's the only song anybody knows them for, which is why he's guest DJing at Emo Night at Albuquerque, New Mexico. So apparently the drummer from the Killers is from the small town I used to work in when I first moved to Iowa, and the rock and roll bar that was there, the owner, that was his claim to fame. It was oh yeah, he's so and so's gonna be here tomorrow night, and we're who the fuck is that? He's the drummer from the Killers. I was oh, okay.
Yeah, guys, he's playing with his other band, not even the Killers though.
Killers is a Christian band. I learned that from Ari Shafir. It blew my fucking mind.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Now you start looking into it, and you're oh my God.
Well, I mean.
Santino started, and he started reading off some of the names, and he was oh my gosh, it's wild.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Ari Shafir was on Santino show, whatever the fuck that's called.
I mean, are they a Christian band, or is it you can, in 6 ways of separation, just assume that they are?
I mean, I used to have a friend that was convinced Avenged Sevenfold was a Christian band, so.
The Killers, a Christian. Is the Killers a Christian band? Here we go.
Can you say it
definitely a
like
Christian band.
accidentally Christian, maybe, if they're not doing it on purpose?
Need help solving the debate. To the Reddit machine here.
Accidental Christian.
I saw something about people thinking Evanescence was a Christian band, but I was like, someone might be getting that confused with Flyleaf.
Because I know
Flyleaf is a Christian band.
Flyleaf is a
Do what?
Christian band?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I just know there's like bitches screaming at me and I'm terrified and turned on at the same time.
That's why like Flyleaf got canceled because of how Christian they were.
Oh, well, whatever.
And
That's why Lacey had to leave the band.
Evanescence fucking sucked live. They came for a festival here, and it was the first concert I ever just was like, yeah, I just want to go. I'm gonna crowd surf real quick because that looks fun, and then we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we can get the fuck out of here. Amy Lee, not good live, huh?
I mean, it's not that they weren't. It wasn't their sound. They were just fucking boring.
Huh.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Too choreographed.
No, they were just.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain, Shotgun. We all know As I Lay Dying was a Christian band.
So
That's why Jesus was so sad when Tim Lambesis hired the Hitman.
So is POD and Creed.
Creed too, I knew that one.
POD was a Christian band.
Speaking of non-Christian bands, I sent you guys a screenshot of the playlist I was listening to on the pre-show, and it's 303 Disrespect Women vibes.
Nice. And yeah,
Full of like Falling into Verse, 303, and all of that scene shit that is just fucking hilarious.
I liked that Skrillex one you were playing.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Skrillex, by the way, he's glowed up a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he's still like 5'2", but
yeah, but now he looks like he's like a native of like Majorca or like some like Mediterranean club town.
Yeah, who knew he could grow a beard like that? I would have figured he wouldn't have been able to grow facial hair at all.
Money, maybe they're transplants. Can you like get beard
transplants? Can you have like a beard transplant?
Yeah, of course you can.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just a hair follicle. You could probably just get like pubes transplanted.
It's his ass hair. He has butthole hair.
I don't know. His hair is super thick, so maybe he does just naturally.
Yeah, maybe
because
he's
on testosterone.
Because early Skrillex was kind of like a pretty serious emo vibe, dude, and emo kids don't have beards, right? Like,
I mean, of course he was emo. Do you know what band he was coming off of?
No, I have no clue. I know
From first to last.
I know Bangarang, dude. Like that was my introduction to Skrillex.
Skrillex left like halfway through Warped Tour because he started blowing up on MySpace as Skrillex. He quit his emo band, left them hanging, and yeah.
So not emo. He left his dive band to go mainstream.
Yeah, no, he's like an epitome of a hipster.
And dude, what would you call his genre? Like what was that like? EDM?
It was dubstep back then, right?
Dubstep.
I got a fucking gnat. Yeah, my best friend one time bought a T-shirt in Myrtle Beach that said the aliens have been talking to us for years. We just call it dubstep.
Speaking of aliens, did you guys see that crazy shit in Nevada where it was like a cell phone video of like aliens walking around in someone's backyard after one of those metal spheres supposedly crashed?
No.
Yeah, no, there's like a cell phone video going around Instagram and YouTube Reels for like 2 or 3 days a couple weeks ago, and apparently a UFO crashed in someone's backyard in Vegas.
Huh.
And, like Clark County PD's been real quiet about it and all that shit.
Well, they released that video, right?
It's being suppressed. Whoever released that video is now like going to be found of a drug overdose.
Nah, they killed themselves.
Like the guy who did Loose Change.
Fentanyl's getting everyone.
Yeah, getting them all.
I've seen a green light like that one time, but I just assumed it was like a flare randomly for no reason in my tiny hometown.
Yeah, I've seen some weird shit at night, but I just attribute it to the fact that I'm like in the brown or really high. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I'm really high and I live by a military base, so it's just like,
Oh yeah, there's gonna be all sorts of wild ass shit going up with your house, like that. Like the U.S. has like that high altitude stealth drone that they like never officially say they have, and they like deny that it's there, but they also like, no, that doesn't exist. A wink, and it gets spotted like every couple months somewhere.
But it looks like a fucking UFO.
Well, it looks like a B-2 bomber, but like solid white and bigger. It's fucking huge. I just watched a video on it. But anyways, welcome back, guys. Nooner Nation, podcast for Nooners by Nooners. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe on YouTube, rate 5 stars on iTunes, leave a review. Haven't had a new review in a while, so if you're listening to this, and we have a lot of new listeners because we're getting a lot of download spikes randomly, which would just show that there's a new listener downloading all the back catalog. So go leave a review on iTunes. You know, I'm getting ready to make some new minor league studio hats. So I'll say we'll give it 2 weeks or something. I don't know. I'll post something. I'll give somebody a hat for the best review in the next couple weeks.
Plus, we'll probably read it on air too if it's really funny.
We'll read it on air. So make sure it doesn't say like the N-word or anything in it. But
yeah, no, it's not a contest to see what you can get us to say.
Yeah, because I know like Charlie uses the N-word like it's her fucking last name, but the rest of us
she's in West Texas. She's like Paula Dean.
Yeah. If you were to take Paula Dean and Eazy-E, like that's Charlie's vocabulary every day. Do you think Martha Stewart's ever said the N-word to Snoop Dogg?
Probably
when they're fucking.
Ooh.
Like Hulk Hogan when she comes.
Yeah, just like over and over. Then what's the Hulk Hogan thing? Like, oh, I feel like a pig. Except she does it all classy. She's like, I feel like a pig who has been marinated and slow roasted at 300 degrees all day. She still got it though. That magazine cover she did, you know.
Oh my god! Like I said, I'd do anything to get into that will.
She can get it. She could get it. Speaking of people that can get it, the funny interaction on the way home today. Typically, the exit that I get off of to like off the interstate to get home, there's always like a bum there panhandling for money. Today, I was like. And it changes out. It's not the same bum every time. It's just random bum there with a shitty fucking sign. Well, this time it's always like different. It's like 4 lanes or 3 lanes. There's left, right, and then like a center, which is left, right, or go back onto the interstate. So I have to get on the right side. So I wasn't really paying attention because they're on the left side, and I realized like, oh, there's 2 of them there. And I was like, oh wait, they don't look like bums, and they have a really nice sign. So I kind of like look over, and it's like 2 pretty hot college-age girls with like a laminated sign that said "No bum, only booties. Buy us a drink," and then had their Venmo tag.
I would send $20 for titties.
I told my wife, I was like, I told my wife the story, and she's like, they probably made more money than those bums ever have on that corner off of that. I shot him $5, whatever.
I've seen people doing that. Like that's a big bachelorette thing. Like,
oh yeah, you put it on the back
for our bachelorette party, and I'm like, do people really fucking do that?
I mean, I guess I've done it, but only for like people I know,
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
these 2
but like randomly, like you're just like in fucking Nashville or Austin, you're gonna throw random fucking strangers money.
Yeah,
that's when I approach the bride and offer to buy her a drink.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely what you're doing is you're like just begging from drunk people already, so some like bro's going to be like, oh, yeah, you get a girl, like here's $5 on Venmo. Because then they think they're going to like, I don't know, can you DM through Venmo? And then they're going to like
send dick pics through Venmo.
Yeah, can you send dick pics through Venmo? Let somebody know. Is Woom in the chat? Woom wouldn't know.
Woom, what do you think about this one? Can you do dick pics in Venmo? I know you can't do them in Cash App, but like, I know I've gotten drunk and sent some people that I used to fuck around with money on Venmo and Snap and Cash App. Just being like, go buy yourself a drink. And I always get like a message on Instagram like, fuck you, asshole.
Yeah. Speaking of Venmo, last weekend, goddamn, allergies are fucking me up. we went out to dinner with my sister-in-law and her boyfriend, and she's going to Bonnaroo this weekend. So I was like, oh shit, in Tennessee, like on the way back, if you find a place with hard AF, like I'll Venmo you some money and you can pick some up. She's like, oh, I got kicked off of Venmo. I was like, for what? She's like, buying drugs.
Isn't that what Venmo's used for?
That's what I thought, but I guess like if you're a drug dealer and get caught using Venmo, like the cops will report you to Venmo and they'll kick you off of Venmo and then like kick anybody you've associated with off of Venmo, kind of thing.
Fucking narcs.
Damn.
To which I was like, I'm pretty sure you could protest that, but she's like 25. She's too fucking lazy. So she has Cash App.
I mean, I like Cash App. I use that for OnlyFans and drugs.
So, I mean, so now I gotta get fucking. I had Cash App to buy all that AMC stock back, 2 summers ago. So when it's Stunk Boy Summer, which that money's since been blown on like probably the most ridiculous shit on the planet. I should have saved it and bought a new grill, but
Hey, I went to Austin with it, so.
Yeah, sounds about right. But then, so we're at there's like a taco tequila place, which we were at, like right at the house. And I asked our server, I was like, hey man, how do you buy your drugs? He's like, man, I'm from the hood. We use Cash App. I was like, oh, all right. I guess, like, is that the thing? Is Cash App like the hood? Or is that just like, is Cash App more lenient to like buying illicit shit?
It's Gen Z Venmo, okay?
Like, do I, like when I do get my, like my illegally smuggled in 100% grass-fed, pure bloodline gerbils, do I need to Cash App the dude? I can't Venmo.
Yeah, of course we're using Cash App for this. We're gonna use this we're gonna do the sketchiest way possible, so the government has to investigate why we're buying 1,000 gerbils that are free range from France.
That's why you just do it in cash. You lazy bums.
But then I go like to the bank and like pull out.
I use my debit card at the dispensary. Okay, I'm not gonna go pull out cash to buy gerbils.
Will they run debit cards at the dispensary?
Oh fuck yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
Is it like I thought, or is it credit cards that like aren't cool with it or something?
They run it as an ATM withdrawal, so if your credit card has ATM features, you could do it.
Oh, gotcha.
And they have ATMs at the dispensary sometimes too.
Yeah, because wasn't that a big deal? Like, well, I guess it'd be on the opposite end, not buying, but if you are the dispensary, for the longest time, they're like a cash-only business because.
Like Visa, MasterCard, it's all federally protected or whatever, and so federally weed is illegal, so they cannot.
Right, they can't
do purchases for weed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sketchy how.
Or they would lose their FDIC or whatever.
Yeah, like their runs or whatever wouldn't have been like federally insured or something. So.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sketchy how money moves through the cannabis industry.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's wild. It's kind of like I think we've talked about it before, but like that's how the porn industry used to be. Like how payments were processed back when you actually had to like subscribe to porn websites. Like there's like 2 or 3 companies that processed like all the credit card stuff because like the legit credit card companies wouldn't process stuff through porn sites. Because like the federal government listed a lot of it as like sex trafficking. So
yeah,
there was 2 or 3. I watched a documentary on it years ago. There was like just like 2 or 3 of these companies. It was like, oh, we'll process it through our company, and it looks at like oh yeah, you're just buying like any other service on the internet. Like you're buying like a website subscription, like like a domain name kind of thing. So and they made but then they charged the porn websites like 45% or something. So like you had these guys like going full Wolf of Wall Street, just making shit tons of money off of running credit cards for porn websites.
Yeah, you do just like 45 cents on the dollar or something like that.
Yeah. So and the porn companies were making so much fucking money back then, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And what other option did they have? It's either that or don't run it at all.
Exactly.
You don't want to make money or what?
And then along comes Pornhub.
Well, that just reminds me of I watched what Dave Chappelle was talking about like the baboon with the salt and how he walked away from the 50 mil to get away from people making money off of him.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
You want to make
Oh,
money?
yeah.
Not. It's made me think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy story too. Like how he'd left a lot of money on the table, but at some point,
Just told Comedy Central to go fuck themselves.
I mean, at some point, we got enough.
I mean,
money.
now it's. Maybe
it's probably
now.
made him far more money than like that
Oh, for
decision
sure.
and the way he played it made him far more money than getting into some long term with Comedy Central. 'Cause I don't even think is Comedy
Let's be
Central
real.
even still.
He probably
around?
made more money off those 2 sold out Moody Center shows he just announced than he would have
Yeah.
off
Well,
the Comedy Central deal.
Respect from the people too for walking away and not selling out, and now he's able to do what the fuck he wants
Right.
and not be controlled. I mean, that's at least how I feel, from it. Like that's respectable as fuck.
Well, and when he did
You know,
it,
that's why Chappelle's the GOAT.
and when he did it, there wasn't. I mean, fuck, how long ago was that? That might have even been before.
Yeah, that's a lot of money
Podcasting,
for
right?
the
Like,
mid 2000s.
There
late
wasn't
2000s.
like a it would have been like 07, 07, 08,
06,
something like
07?
that. No, it would have been
Mhm.
later than that because season 2 came out when I was out of high school. So, and I graduated in 06.
Didn't
So
he
it's
walk away during season 2?
at the very end of season 2. I think he finished season 2 or maybe like left a couple episodes before. But that was before, so that would have even been before like podcast, like Joe Rogan's podcast and stuff, right? Like so.
Oh yeah.
There
for
was
sure.
no independent avenue unless you produced, marketed, and distributed your material yourself in the mainstream market, which he didn't have that kind of money to do back then, you know.
Yeah.
There was no YouTube to put your special on really either.
Yeah, well, YouTube wasn't great back then. But speaking of YouTube, I did get a new sound button from an old YouTube classic. Let's see. Let's make sure it's not too loud.
Wow.
Oh fuck yeah.
I've always heard that. I have no fucking idea where it's from.
Have you ever seen the video? I'll have to. Have you guys never seen the video?
I've never seen the original Leroy Jenkins video.
I'll have to send it to you
know.
because I just thought of that because I was playing. I've gotten into like Call of Duty, like I don't know, whichever the free like the one that's like Fortnite, but Call of Duty. Because like my best friend in North Carolina is on it, so it's just a way for us to dick around at night and like talk to each other and just shoot people in the face, which is what we'd rather be doing. But then I did that like just like we were like just like stuck in some corner, and I just went full Leroy Jenkins. He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "You've never seen the clip?" So I sent it to him. So like, long story short, it's like it's on. Remember when WoW was big, World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah, like big was a massive world open MMO, whatever that fucking stands for, massively multiplayer open. Well, I don't know.
World.
There's like this famous clip where there's like this group. So there's probably like, I don't know, 8 to 12 guys. They're like, have always like banded into like this gang. They're going to like try to go into this castle and kill a bunch of like whatever fucking weird ass fucking shits in there. And there's one guy and it's like gamer tag above him is Leroy Jenkins. And he's just like meditating like off to the side. And then everybody else is like, you hear these people talking to each other. And it's like the most nerd shit ever. And he's like, so we've got this blah, 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 blah. It's like, gamer tag, ultra nerd 123. Like, you want to run some numbers on what our percentage of winning here is? And he's like, let me see. I'm looking at probably like 41.2 or 41.3, or repeating, of course, chance. And they're like all strategizing on how they're going to like raid this castle. And then all of a sudden, the one guy like in the corner meditating just gets up. He's like, all right, let's go. And runs in to the castle screaming.
Dragon.
And then they're all just like,
It's fucking hilarious.
they're like, did he just run in there? Like, go, go, go. And like they all just like get completely slaughtered. And like, God damn it, Leroy. I'll have to
Okay,
send you
maybe
guys
I
a
have
clip.
seen that. That kind of rings a bell. That very end. So
Yeah.
I might have seen it and just forgotten it.
It was like 12
I like
years
how he
ago.
says that though. That's hilarious.
It was like 12 years ago. So when I sent it to him, I rewatched it. I was like, oh, I need Leroy Jenkins on the soundboard.
Well,
Never looked at it that way. Dylan Dabbs, never looked at it that way?
Yeah, no, Dylan Dabbs is one of my coworkers.
Oh, gotcha.
And yeah, they're talking about a joke that, the chicken bit is something that when I first met the guy, he hadn't really talked to us really, and he started telling us jokes about like fucking chickens, and he's like, I forgot how it goes. But
Well,
that's what they're talking
if he's
about.
telling jokes about fucking chickens, he came to the right place because that sounds like our kind of jokes. Is a chicken big enough that do you still have to duct tape a chicken before you fuck it, or is it big enough?
You cut off its head and fuck its neck.
Oh,
okay.
Why not its cloaca?
Do chickens have cloacas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chickens have cloacas.
I mean, because then it's warm and wet, and then it's like seizing, so it's moving.
Kind of scratching at you, so there's like some danger involved.
And it's like the muscles are convulsing, so it's just super tight.
Charlie seems to know a little.
Well, the hard part's going to be once you cut the head off.
I just know what
still
things look like
it.
when they're dying.
Once you cut the head off, you still got to catch it with your dick out. So I mean,
just chasing it around, pants down.
Yeah.
No, you cut its head off. Well, you catch it, pull your dick out, one-handed.
I mean, so you got to cut its head off with your dick out, like.
So the last thing this chicken sees is you just like grabbing it by the neck and then pulling your dick out.
I mean, you're fucking a dinosaur at that point. Just go with it, man. Just know that you're the apex predator, and you're showing dominance to all the other chickens.
Okay, I'll remember that when I like finally snap and go on a murdering spree. The last thing you're gonna see is me pulling out the gun and then just whipping my dick out.
You know what this reminds me of? If y'all have ever seen Devil's Rejects, I believe it is, with the guy who owns the whorehouse and his assistant. He's like, "You look like you're some kind of chicken fucker." You hear that, Bob? He thinks I fuck chickens. I ain't no chicken fucker.
Also in Super Troopers.
Yeah. Yeah, but with Farva, he's like, meow.
Yeah, Farva pulls them over.
He's like, for $20, I'll call him a chicken fucker. Easy rod, easy
registration,
rod.
chicken fucker.
God, can you imagine if you ever got pulled over and somebody said that to you? The cop said to you, I'd be like, part of me would be like, I'm already pissed because I got pulled over, but then I'd be like, I don't know whether to laugh.
Body cam on?
I would laugh so hard. I'd be like, you give me a ticket, man.
I know, actually, I'd probably be like, I'd keep a straight face and be like, turn the body cam off. And he'd turn it off, and then I'd just give him like $100. Like, that was good, man. Can I go?
I'd ask him to marry me, honestly.
There you go.
You know how to talk to me.
Any cops out there in the plains of Texas? You ever see Charlie out there riding dirty? All you gotta do, pull her over and call her chicken fucker.
I have had
with a good time.
I had a hypo one time. He pulled me over, and then he started asking me what I did for a living, and I'm like, "What the fuck does this have to do with anything, my man?"
I think I've seen you on the internet.
Yeah.
No, he was like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "What? Why are you what?"
Hey, you come here often?
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny running into you here on the side of the highway.
Yeah, I think the last time I got pulled over, like 2 or 3 years ago, the cop asked me that, but it was because my tags were expired because I was just being like a lazy piece of shit and I didn't feel like paying to have my tags renewed. And I was like, so I just like made up some bullshit story about like COVID or something. He's like, okay, cool. Like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, like, I'm an engineer for a plastics company. He's like, oh, okay. I'll be right back with your ticket. I'm like, fuck.
Well, can you put proof that you paid your registration and then they'll take it off?
At that point, no, because it'd been expired for like 2 years.
Okay.
I was like,
driving around without
I was
plates for a
fucking
while.
lazy. I was like, fuck this.
Alrighty then.
Maybe it'll just go away.
I was about to say
No.
mine are still in from May, but I've paid for mine. I'm just waiting for them or for the sticker to get in because I usually do. Like I don't give a fuck, but cops here usually give you a leniency of like a month or two usually
Yeah,
because
it's like 6 months.
oh, you
here,
have to do this.
but
6 months. Damn, I could have waited.
mainly probably just because
They don't give
fucking,
a fuck.
they don't fucking feel like dealing with it. But when you're behind a dude with a license plate that says Nooner on it and the fucking tags have been expired for 2 years, you're probably like, God damn it, now I got to pull this dude over. Like,
You have fucking custom plates, bitch. I don't think so. That's what he was.
If you
Nooner.
can afford that plate, you can afford to renew that shit. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Right. I do have a crazy story about getting pulled over for your registration, and it was my mom got pulled over. I can't remember what town. Like she had gotten horribly sick. She has a kinked biliary system, or like so a common bile duct. So that if you know anything about that, that can make you sick as hell. So she got sick. I was 13 years old, and I had to drive her partially back home. We were like 4 hours away from home. And the town we stopped in and switched, not even a minute she was driving, we got pulled over for registration.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God. I'm so glad we fucking switched because I don't even want to know what the cop would do finding out that I was 13 years old driving my sick mother. Like I don't know if any cop would understand at that point. But
Yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah, the registration. That's the worst thing we've done.
Yeah.
For
Yep.
sure.
Like a hot pink seatbelt.
Yeah. Fuzzy.
See what JJ said in the chat.
No, I
I
didn't.
painted my seatbelt hot pink so they can see that I'm wearing it.
Yeah. What's he say? He gets DWBs all the time. Haven't had the JJ button for a while. So.
Ah, damn
Oh,
it.
JJ
I just pulled
button.
one of these. Like, put my hand up on the window and I'm like, no. And
You just
I'm
like
not wearing one and I pass a cop. Don't you fucking
just like
care.
rip your shirt a little bit and then punch yourself in the eye before they get to the car and just start crying.
I just make eye
Like
contact.
I said, I told him
with
this the
my
last
pen.
time I was gonna put up with this shit. Right.
Oh gosh. Well, then they'll be like, well, who beat you? And then you're going to be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Me?
just like,
That's when you just like.
I have a mental illness.
That's when you get a grippy sock
Jeff.
vacation.
Well,
and
who's
just lean
Jeff?
into it.
You turn around, you like mess up your hair.
It was
I'm
Patricia.
No, you're like, who hit you? Who hit you? Jeff. Who's Jeff? And you like turn around and like mess up your hair. Then come back like, I'm Jeff. And you're like, this bitch is fucking crazy.
You get a grippy sock vacation out of it.
The grippy socks are nice. Don't knock the grippy socks.
The women who wear the grippy socks are really nice too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not nice, but I like them.
Yeah, they're kind of.
I worked in a hospital and I had full access to all of them that I ever wanted. And I never
Never took any
they
grippy
looked
socks.
horrible. Super
Yeah,
cheap. And I was like, I don't want to have anything to do with these fucking socks. But I got a lot of them for my patients. Their feet were
What is-
cold. And I was like, I can get you some socks.
Get you some socks. I got you some grippy socks.
Mm-hmm. So I'd give them out just if anybody needed them.
It's essentially like a cotton gauze with rubber glued to the bottom of it.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, just fucking awful.
Yeah, they're not. The hospital ones aren't good, but you can get like some high quality grippy ones, off the internet. Grippy sock.
I have some good ones for winter, and I love it. I used to hate how it felt when I was younger. The grippy part on the socks, and you can like feel it when you're walking, like that unevenness. Absolutely not. I couldn't do it when I was younger.
Wow. Oh, is there a grippysock.com? They're about to be.
I'm sure.
I mean, there should be a dating app at this point. It's like Tinder, but with girls who've been in mental institutions.
There is not a well. There's about to be a grippysock.com. So.
Yeah, grippysock.com. That's where I'm gonna meet my next ex.
How do I block somebody? Remove.
Yeah, no. So
You guys talk. I gotta go. I gotta take care of business here in the chat.
So Charlie, speaking of the grippy socks, which ones do you guys get? The ones with the little bears on them? Because those ones kind of suck.
No, these didn't have. I mean, no, we didn't have bears. It was just regular run of the mill like squigglies. They were different colors.
Ooh.
I don't remember the colors. There's like yellow and green, maybe black. I can't remember. But...
Yeah, no, I think you just click on a name. But
how do I get rid of somebody? All right. Anyways, sorry about that. We had somebody in the chat who's not supposed to be in the chat.
Sorry, guys.
So weird thing also that's been kind of recent news. Modelo is going to be the #1 beer in America soon.
Because it's Modelo time, fools.
But
really?
Like, really? Modelo? Like, I wouldn't even think...
I feel like that's a paid ad that, like, we're going to be #1.
It's better than Bud Light.
They're coming out with, like, a Modelo Light that doesn't sound... I've never tried it before, but I'm like, well, that's cool.
It tastes
Modelo's really leaning into it.
Like, Modelo... I wouldn't have even thought it was, like, the top, like, Mexican-style beer in America.
Not in America, but...
No, but this is like in the U.S., I'm saying. Like, it's Bud Light. Nobody else outside the U.S. is buying fucking Bud Light, you know?
I mean, that's the whole point. They're just trying to go after Bud Light's marketing. So if you keep telling them they're going to be the #1 beer, they're the America beer. I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
They saw their chance. They're taking it. They're like, all of you Bud Light people, and we know you're hurt. We're here for you. We're not your rebound baby.
Yeah, the next viral video is going to be that Mexican dude in L.A. on the skateboard, but instead of cranberry juice, he's going to be drinking a Modelo.
Modelo's the ex you text in the middle of the night.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, most of the Mexicans here drink Bud Light. Like, that's what you fucking drink. I drink Bud Light.
I almost bought it. We had like a last Saturday, like my mother-in-law had us all over like for my wife's birthday, but she has like a super nice pool. And I was gonna buy it
like your mother-in-law's
because it was like I was in the gas station by my house, and like Bud Light was like on like it was like half off because nobody's fucking buying it. I was like I should buy this,
cheap.
But then there was like so many people in the gas station, and I'm in the Midwest, and I'm like, is buying Bud Light like saying the N-word in public?
Yes.
Like,
honestly, am I gonna get beat
up for buying Bud Light?
I think it's the exact same price. It's not changed here.
In
like
Mexico, it's like
different. Everybody's still buying it. Like they like their Bud Light that much. Like it's.
Well, the Mexicans.
I don't know.
The Mexicans
they made
probably just think the trans
six-pack with the dude's face on it, the Shim's face on it, and then they sent it to him. Like, is it that big of a like? Is it?
I think it's we've talked about this. I think it's fucking retarded that people are so pissed about it. Like, what, you think Bud Light gives an absolute fuck about your opinion on anything? They're just trying to figure out a new marketing strategy because I would assume Bud Light's growth chart for the last couple of years has been, I mean, they sell like fucking crazy, but they're not growing, right?
Yeah, no, because I had a whole rant about this when it happened.
I have an issue with Bud Light because they took away their sour seltzers and they haven't brought them back. Which makes me so mad because I love them so much. But honestly, if Bud Light was trying to reach a new demographic, it wouldn't be with their piss beer. Right. Sorry, like I said, I drink it, I like it, I know what it is. It's light beer with like hardly any flavor.
It's spending a shit ton of time out in the sun beer. Like you're on a boat on a lake.
Yeah.
Like you're
drinking water.
You're cranking down a 12.
Because I would drink Miller Lite before, and it has a little bit more flavor. And sometimes I just want something I can just fucking drink, and not have any issue with. if it gets warm or whatever, it's kind of the same. So it's like you know your people for Bud Light the beer. If you want other new people, do it with the Bud Light seltzers. That's
Oh yeah.
how you get other people, because seltzers are the thing right now. A lot more people are going to like them because not everyone likes beer. I don't think many people like beer, let alone light beer.
Plus, you know, they're trying to go after the Gen Z market.
Yeah, like the seltzers are the way to go. Like, I don't know why they didn't do a seltzer unless those like they're the skinny cans and they're like, we can only do it on the 16-ounce cans that we have. So I don't know.
It's probably one of those things. It was like, hey, we got like 2 weeks to do this. What do we have available? What's being canned right now?
Yeah.
What can we print over?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a really dumb marketing decision, but people that think like Bud Light is like trying to make everybody trans, like, no, they don't give a fuck. Like, they don't give one.
Bud Light makes you gay.
They don't. Oh, I had a cousin, like, right when that happened, I went out to visit some family in another Midwestern state, and like went out to like a Mexican restaurant there, and I got what I get at Mexican restaurants was a Dos Equis, like the dark one with a lime, and the big
amber.
Yeah, and the big ass Mexican restaurant mugs, you know.
Ooh, yeah.
And like my 13-year-old,
you have a bottle like shoved in there.
My 13-year-old cousin's like, yeah, because like, you know, like Bud Light is like gay now. I'm like, shut the fuck up, kid. Like, goddamn. Like, go play
13-year-old, of course.
Go play minor league, like go play like little league baseball and not worry about fucking beer making you gay. You know?
Yeah. But I mean, of course, that's what, you know, at school and whatnot.
Cheech-off, I hate any type of beer. Yeah, you seem like it.
Yeah, Alex, we all know you really hate beer, man.
Yeah, you're like that guy who like hates black people so much that he just aggressively fucks black women all the time.
I mean, he might hate it so much that he has to drink all of it so no one else has to.
He's falling on the beer grenade for the rest of the world.
Yeah, no, he's got to chug it all to make sure no one else can.
We need to get him on the show. I've been trying for a while, but like he's a busy guy.
Yeah, no, he seems like a fun guy. He sent me some seltzers a while back. It's pretty cool.
High Life, Woom. That's my cheap dirtbag beer. I'll be Miller High Life for life.
Miller High Life.
The Champagne beer.
The champagne beer. I had MGD one night. I was 16 years old in a field on the 4th of July. Ooh. We had a fire. I almost fell in it multiple times. I drank almost the whole 6-pack, threw up in my boyfriend's truck because he threw me in. He didn't throw me. He kind of threw me in there. He made me go in his truck and like put me in there to like make sure where I was, but he didn't roll down the fucking windows or anything like that. Got sick as shit, threw up, woke up that morning with a girl's purse on my legs. So that pissed me off. So I just left, left the peep there and everything, got in my car and started driving away. And he was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Fucking leaving."
Not gonna lie, the way you started that, I thought that was gonna get a lot darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, nobody fucked with me. Nobody ever tried to get in the car. It was me desperately trying to get out of the truck to puke. I tried multiple times. Just couldn't roll down that window or open the door for the life of me. I was banging on the windows. I was trying to honk the horn. I just couldn't do it. I tried, and then I puked. But he didn't have like carpet or anything like that. It was like the work truck version, so it was all plastic. But he had to clean up my puke.
My truck is like that.
Pretty fucking pissed off about that.
Yeah, but at that point, like clean out the puke's pretty easy. You just hose that bitch out. That's the reason why they have the vinyl.
Oh, he still yelled at me for it, and I was so hungover, like I kept throwing up.
I mean,
like every 15 minutes, I was throwing up.
I'd still be annoyed because like you're not gonna get the smell out anytime soon, you know.
Oh, you've mentioned having like a girls episode and talking about dating and whatnot, and I was like, I mean, I don't really do that, but we can talk about it. But I definitely shouldn't talk about my exes because everybody's just gonna realize I've just been like abused, and I'm like, I'm just not ready to like realize that's actually kind of what happened, like mentally, not physically. But like all of my exes were really shitty, and I'm like, I just don't want to go down memory lane thinking about that, and everybody's gonna get like really pissed off hearing all these stories
Well, it
of all
seems to
this
be
shit these assholes have done to me.
So I was talking to another nooner female, probably about your age, maybe a little older, maybe she's closer to my age, but talked to her because here's the thing, I haven't fucking dated. Like I've been married for 10 years, right? Like I don't know. It seems now dating the world out there now, dating seems like an absolute fucking nightmare because everybody is just
it is
like,
the fucking worst.
everybody's like super neurotic, looking for absolute perfection because like you can just sit there and like slide, like whatever, slide, like what you hear like fucking like I would assume the mentality of most guys is what like Giorgio and Delco are kind of. I know they're probably a little bit outside, but it's very much just like swipe, like nah, nah, nah.
That's what I do. I'm
Nah.
guilty of it.
Nah. Oh yeah, but like that's just how it is now, right? Like
Yeah, no, like let me pull it up.
you're not like I get like at first I was like, well, an app would work because like fuck going out to a bar and having to like meet somebody. But now at least you're out of the bar, you can like scope out a chick that you're into and see if how toxic she is before you fucking go talk to her.
You know, these are all my matches.
Ooh, any hot ones? That's what we need to do. We need to get you to wear like a GoPro out to a date.
Oh, that would be the worst idea ever.
I don't know if it'd work because I'm pretty sure we'd have to have them sign like a consent form or something.
Just be like, hey, I do a podcast and we had this funny idea of me recording dates I go on to see how they go.
Yeah, just how toxic are you?
I mean,
We're
I guess it
gonna play the
depends on like,
toxic
if
game
it's a
show.
one-party consent state or a two-party.
I don't know if that counts with videotaping, does
Audio
it?
and
I don't know.
video.
I think for YouTube,
Sometimes it does. You just have to look up the state and county and city laws on it.
Okay. You know, but hey, yeah, we'll call it raising the red flag with Jake.
Oh, that'd be a fun one. It's like the pirate flag for me, but it's like, she's toxic. It's like a carnival.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, I don't know. Dating sounds fucking awful now, so glad I don't really have to be in that world because, yeah, for one, I don't think I would do well because I'm me and I'm fucking weird and I
Like,
say
Bill,
fucking
are you
awkward
familiar
shit.
with the term situationship?
No, is that like it's complicated on Facebook?
Yeah, no. So it's like you guys do everything like you're dating, but it's not official, and you're still talking to other people on Snapchat.
Yeah, see, like I don't understand that, and like I said, like my sister-in-law is like in that age, and she's got like a pretty serious boyfriend now, but for the longest time, like she's like, oh, like I'm like seeing this guy, but we're not dating, and I'm like, you go out with him, right? Well, yeah. Like, are you sleeping with him? Yeah. Like, are you sleeping with anybody else? No. Are you trying to sleep with anybody else? No. It's like, it sounds a lot like you're fucking, like, dating
Do
him.
people just not know what being in a relationship means anymore?
I don't think so.
No.
At that point, it's like you're asking all the questions of like, are you in a relationship? And she's like such in denial, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's when I was like, I don't understand this. Fucking kids, what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
No, because you
your
get your
relationship
feelings hurt when
isn't
you're
like
in a
we're gonna get
relationship.
married. It's just like you're dating exclusively.
yeah, like
Not that complicated, actually.
you're not like actively trying to have other people's penises in your mouth, you know? Like,
I mean, the last time I was in a thing like that, it really caught me off guard when she started posting that she was hanging out with other like guys on Snapchat, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
I don't know. Like, yeah, don't know. Like Womb Raider in the chat. I'm red green colorblind. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I'm from New Mexico, so red flags remind me of chili, so I get excited.
Chili's. They do have those egg rolls, those Southwest egg rolls. Pretty good.
I've come to realize if I'm attracted to you, you're probably the worst fucking person in the room.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
You go with
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy like neck tats. He's like, oh, I see those neck tats.
No, it doesn't always have to be looks, you dick. It's personality.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, I feel that too. Like
People still have
when I
personalities.
realize I'm attracted to someone, it's like, oh, I can't fucking stand them. Oh, this is why I can't stand them.
Yeah, again, I don't deal with it because, for one, we all know like DG4L over here. But I feel like in today's dating world, that would be something completely different than what I think it is.
A dirty girl in this day and age is like STD positive dirty.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Phone's going off multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Different
You're
messaging.
hanging out with her.
Yeah,
She's
like
got the private story thing on Snapchat.
yeah, I can see that.
Well, and then like you have vanishing messages and hidden messages on Facebook and all this bullshit, and it's just like, oh, so you're just perpetuating issues. That's fun.
Incognito mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like, what the fuck's up with that? Like, so yeah, I'm assuming now, like, you're talking about, like, you'll be on a date with somebody and they're, like, private Snapchatting, like, selfies of them, be like, he hasn't stopped talking about his podcast the entire time I'm here. Like, we're, like...
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been in that exact situation where she's, like, telling her friends in her group chat, just like, hey, this guy's in a podcast, and I think he's a fucking loser, but, like, telling me at the same time. This
I hate to
fucking
tell you this,
great.
Jake. I brought that up because I was in that group chat.
Yeah. Almost baby mamas, dude. Almost baby mamas.
I know.
That's what I learned.
Thank God for that $400 in the emergency account.
Yeah, no, you gotta keep that emergency account thriving.
Yeah. Either that or like,
JJ.
you ever have to like, what did JJ say?
Oh, I fucking love you, JJ.
What did you say? I missed it.
I can't repeat it. I don't think any of us can repeat what it says.
I mean, we could.
We could.
Does it say the N-word in it?
Probably should. I mean, a variation of.
Oh,
Kinda.
okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good one, JJ. Can we say that?
It's a word. I mean, it means black in Spanish, so.
Incognito is the only mode I go on. Good one, JJ. I was quoting JJ for everybody out there. So that's a quote.
For continuity, that's a quote.
That's a quote.
Oh, my lucky stars, a Negro.
I mean, if Brendan Fraser can say it.
I can't remember what. I remember her reaction to that. She's like, "What the fuck did you
She's
say?"
like, what? She's like, what did you say to me? And he like goes and gives her a
Gave
big
her
hug.
That's a great movie, though. Like, I don't think I've ever talked about that. I remember seeing it, like, kind of when it first came out, and I was really young, and I thought it was, like, fucking wild that somebody had, like, a house underground like that. I loved it.
I thought it was so cool. I really wanted to do it. Like, I thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
house was so fucking cool.
To this day, I'm pretty sure it's because of that movie. Like, I am super into like mid-century modern architecture.
Oh yeah, that
Dude,
70s
it was
style is
fucking
amazing.
legit.
Like there was a house for sale that our realtor was showing like this week, and it's like it wasn't a Frank Lloyd Wright house, but it's very, very like influenced by that. I was like, that's a dope fucking house. Maybe we should put an offer in on it, even though we already moved. But they it was so dope that they got about 60% over asking for it in a bidding war. So
Oh,
Son of a
fuck.
bitch.
oh yeah. So our realtor's like, yeah, you got no chance, man. Like, I'm just getting phone calls all day. Offer. So, yeah. Oh, well.
Probably gonna be an Airbnb in the next 2 years.
Probably. I'll just go hang out. I'll pay $190 for the night to go bang in it. Yeah.
Where you see it all over that place.
Which, speaking of that, I did find an Airbnb off of Lake Travis today, and it's like 11,000 square feet, like 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, with like a massive fucking infinity pool and a lazy river that like overlooks Lake Travis. was like,
Damn.
Holy shit.
and it's like $4,000 a night, and I was like, oh, we can probably fill that up.
Yeah.
11 bedrooms. Let's say we get like, a couple people in on that. We can get it down to like $300-$400 a night per person. And then we just take a
I
bunch.
was planning that.
Yeah, no, trust me, I can't even fucking figure out how to get like my kids to school on time. Like,
I mean, granted, if people have, a +1, then they can split it, and then that can, be up to 20 people. And
I
then
know,
it's,
but then how do we vet these
better,
plus
but that's a
ones?
lot of fucking people.
Next thing you know, Jake shows up with some fucking bitch who's goddamn private Snapchatting all her friends.
It's like, look where this douchebag took me in Austin. I think we're going to hang out with some douchebag comedians and podcasters. I don't even know these people. Why am I here?
Oh my god, I think that's the dickhead from The New Guy.
Why is the dickhead from The New Guy here?
Oh man,
So,
it is a weird coincidence because I fucking loved that movie when I first saw it, and I watched it a lot.
All of it
Oh, yeah.
is a weird coincidence.
And like every time I watch it, I remember like the scene where he finally is like getting him up on the wall, and then he
yeah,
slides
like,
and
"Who's
breaks the
bitch
glass.
now?" and like pulls the fire alarm.
Yeah, like almost to that point, but he's like when he's still struggling, and he falls over and breaks the glass with his head on that bookcase, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That trophy case or
Yeah.
whatever. I remember like my dad like being like, oh, like thinking it looked almost real. And I don't know, maybe he did kind of hurt his head a little bit. That's something to ask him for sure. Of like,
So,
Oh,
hey, are you
trust me.
retarded because of that?
If he ever, if Ross ever does come on the show, which he keeps saying he's going to, but very rich and busy man, it's gonna be. I already have the notes all written. It's gonna be just pretty much asking about The New Guy, and like how he feels about having Elijah Dushku stolen from him by DJ Qualls.
yeah, I would, yeah, that would be a question I would ask him. Like, during filming that, did I actually hurt?
Yeah, that's
Just
saying about
like, I just love it just because I just remember my dad.
I mean,
My dad didn't really like ever react to movies often, so when he did, like I really just kind of remembered it, and that's one that just stuck in my head for so long. And
Didn't
it's
you
funny
say,
that I
like-
fucking met the guy.
he actually got kicked in the balls for the scene where he gets kicked. Like, whatever he was
Mhm.
had in his
Yeah.
pants didn't work right, so he got kicked in like IRL.
By the midget?
No, by DJ Quells.
Okay.
I feel like
So
it's
I've heard him say something.
Oh, during that. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to remember when that happened.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely gonna be a lot of those kind of questions. Like nothing about drinking bros. Just be like,
Yeah, do you
Nothing
think
about hard AF. Nothing about
no,
anything.
nothing. It's gonna be all about
do you
how he
think-
got his ass kicked by DJ Qualls.
did y'all ever notice that he was in Accepted?
Yeah, I
before-
loved Accepted as a kid.
I've never
Because-
seen Accepted, to be honest.
It's
Oh, we gotta watch that one. That one's really good.
yeah. I wouldn't say really good. It's good.
It was one of my
but
favorites as a kid.
it's been a long time since I've seen it too. No, I don't know. Like there was this. I think like the whole like, let me see your wiener thing just kind of got to me. So I was like, ugh. But it is a fun movie to watch for sure. But I do remember watching it and seeing him in it. And I was like, oh, that's the fucking guy from New Guy.
Yeah.
Too bad he couldn't get the leading role in this.
Have you guys ever watched 50K and a Call Girl?
Yeah, no, it's pretty decent.
I did. Yeah.
I was totally thrown off, and to this day, it weirds me out that I've seen Jesse's boobs.
I mean, you know, you've seen a character's boobs. Number one, She
But
was a
they're attached
character.
to her body. You know.
I was really surprised on how serious it was actually.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty dark film, just with like little bits of comedy in it.
Yeah. Because I had watched like Helen Keller versus Night Wolves, and I fucking loved the shit out of that. Made my friends watch it. And so I was thinking it was going to be maybe something a little bit more funny, And then it was like, oh, you have cancer. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Button up, you're gonna fucking cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that last scene of it where it's like, this is the last shot I got of Ross. I was like, oh my fucking god.
Well, then they like,
Is it really
alert.
bad that I
But
thought
then they
of
have
that
how,
scene
like,
when
they-
Ross had AIDS? I was like, are they going to show that scene? This is the last 45 minutes?
But I also liked how they like made it about the brother too, a little bit,
Yeah.
and like his relationship. And I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. So I really genuinely enjoyed that movie. But I've only watched it once because it is an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I've only ever watched it once, mainly just because I can't. It freaks me out to see Jessie topless.
Yeah, that did happen. I was like, oh, okay.
She goes full nude with a sex scene in Bellflower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like she was, she wanted to be a actress and in indie movies, and
Yeah.
that's a,
Got,
not a big part. I wouldn't say big part, but
You gotta
that
double that.
when
you know.
If you're gonna do indie, you gotta do full nude. That's the rule.
But she's from like Cali too, so she, grew up like with hippie parents, like
Yeah.
uninhibited kind of, especially for your art. So
Right.
Yeah, no, it's okay to be naked on camera. It's just art.
yeah, and like yeah, that's one thing to be doing it for that, and just doing it on the internet or whatnot. Because she doesn't seem like the type that's really like free with my body.
No.
But I don't know.
No. Speaking
She
of
doesn't
which,
come off like it, at least.
we have a long list of movies to watch.
Oh yeah, we do.
We got Forgetting Sarah Marshall, The Lost Boys. I don't know.
Rent that
two.
Airbnb, get drunk, and get a projector.
The Abyss. There's one here I can't read my handwriting. I was probably too fucked up when I wrote it. 13 Ghosts.
Just squiggles.
Yep. Dude, my handwriting is total garbage. Like,
Oh, mine is too. That's why I'm so happy we have to type everything for work.
have you ever seen like when a doctor writes out a script?
Yeah,
Like
the Dr. Chicken.
So now just imagine that doctor is blind in one eye, has 3 fingers on his writing hand, and is blacked out drunk, and that is my handwriting.
So it's kind of
somehow,
Michael J. Fox.
I guess at some point we talked about watching Les Mis.
I think that was during the 3-hour episode.
It must have been because I love that movie and I'll watch it, but man, that's a
Oh no, we talked about watching the What's Wrong With on YouTube about it, I think, instead of actually watching the movie itself.
Grandma's Boy.
Reacting to the React.
Grandma's Boy, Accepted Now, Mr. Nanny, the Hulk Hogan vehicle, Blast from the Past, The Faculty, Dante's Peak, not Dante's Creek. Good lord. So yeah,
Whoa.
get a lot of content going on, and I just realized I don't know why I've ever never thought about this. I have the capabilities to do call-ins, so like we do Patreon, we need to do like a call-in show.
That'd be fun.
Let's like find some theme to ask about or something, but we're just people just call in and ask weird shit. I don't know.
Give your best accents.
God, yeah.
Easy with
That would
that
go
one.
well.
Watch it.
What's your best 1974 black crackhead from Harlem accent? What?
I was thinking, oh, you right?
man.
I was thinking more along the lines of that.
That one guy that used to call into the Jack Sesh with the Asian accent.
Oh. Have you ever seen that like TikTok I've posted a couple times about the electrical outlets?
No.
It's like a normal outlet. It's like a normal like no womb. This is not a spray tan. I earned this tan, okay, by my pool.
Daddy Dark
Thank
Maga
you.
will call in.
Yeah. Okay. But there's like a normal like 110 wall outlet, and it's like I'm here to give you power. And there's like a GFI outlet, and it's like I'm here to save you power. And then it was I think it's a 220, but it's the one where you have the normal like vertical plug and then a horizontal plug. It's like, oh, I here to work. I'll have to find it and I'll post it on like the Instagram. It's fucking good. I know I've still got it on my phone because I spit coffee all over my desk when I saw that one.
I probably would too.
Oh,
I mean, you have to like know electrical, I guess, for that too, or else it's a little lost on you, like it is me.
You don't really, maybe kind of, but when you see the plug, like you get it, like you immediately, you immediately get it. So,
just heavy industrial.
Yeah, I here to work. Here to that plug's here to build a fucking railroad, son.
Shit.
It's gonna do it 3 times as fast too.
Yeah, twice as much amperage. And if it happens to burn out, you just toss it off the side of the mountain, get the next one in. So 3-prong 220 volt. That's probably what it is. But anyways, it's been a fun random Thursday night. You already know, like we said at the top of the show, like and subscribe on YouTube. Go to iTunes, rate and review. I'll post something here soon about doing a giveaway for like a hat or something for the best review. And we'll have Charlie read the review like in her best offensive accent. And we'll have her do it.
Something super white.
We'll have her like paint her big toe like a French whore and like, no, this is said review. You never saw that? Do you ever remember that on Nickelodeon? The big toe that had like red lipstick and was talking all the time.
Nickelodeon did a lot of weird shit back in the day.
I'd have to see it to remember.
No, that's something. Now there's an idea. We go back and rewatch some of the old Nickelodeon shows, like fucking Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy.
Oh God, Ren and Stimpy was something else.
Dude, I used to love Ren and Stimpy, but even looking back on it now, like if my kids were watching it, I'd be like, turn this shit off. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't watch this.
Oh, that's exactly what happened with my mom. She wouldn't allow us to watch it, and mostly it was because she couldn't stand to fucking hear it.
You idiot.
Yeah.
But no, they're like just like ambiguously gay couple. Like I think one's a cat and one's a dog, maybe. Like one's a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Stimpy was like some weird ass cat.
Which I never knew. Like, I didn't know what the fuck he was. I liked him, but definitely didn't look like a fucking cat to me. But whatever.
No, and they used to like.
Hey, he's a cat.
Like, Ren was a rubber nipple salesman.
Yeah.
Like fucking
weird,
like weirdest goddamn. One of the shows.
Or like the cinnamon toast man,
yeah,
or whatever, with
toast man. And the kilted was a Canadian kilted Yaxman.
I mean, we had a lot of really weird shit growing up.
That's one we need to watch.
Like animation wise.
Boom just sent me a Ren and Stimpy meme. Holy shit. I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, send it to me so I can post it. But anyways.
Fucking love that guy.
Oh, Woom? Yeah, dude. That was mine. Once again, somebody finally used drugs for good. I don't know if it's good for him, but it's good for all the rest of us. So, But anyways, again, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to, Spotify, hit a 5-star, and tell your friends. We're growing. We seem to for every we'll get 4 new subscribers on YouTube, and then by the end of the week we'll lose 2 of those new ones. So I don't know if it's just people randomly finding us and then going and listening to some of the old shows and be like, what the fuck?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Evil Ginger.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Evil Ginger. I don't know who you are. I'm interested in knowing. I
know Evil Ginger.
Log. They had the commercial for Log. It's Log. It's Log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood. On Ren and Stimpy. It's Log. It's Log.
A hot new item.
I didn't get to watch it that much.
It's better than bad. It's good. Yeah, we gotta watch some Ren and Stimpy because that show is fucking weird as shit.
Didn't they remake it on Spike?
They tried to, and I don't think it was a remake. I think it was Spike aired episodes that at the time even Nickelodeon was like, we're not airing this.
you know, Nickelodeon was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" To the creators for making those ones.
Yeah. Like,
Shit.
so, anyways, love you guys. It's been fun. We went full. I'll text you guys that video. It's fucking hilarious. Anyways,
I love how he says his last name so much.
Drag. What? You mean?
Dragon.
One more time. I'll turn it up for you. This has been the Neuter Nation, everybody. Love you guys.